Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing the song Nuclear Fusion by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. We're doing it live on KEXP. You know, I've really been enjoying watching their KEXP sessions. I think I did Muddy Water on KEXP. I also did the I'm in Your Mind melody on KEXP, and man, they knocked it out of the park. So really excited to see these guys live. And so without further ado, you already know they're one of my favorites right now. I love some King Gizzard, you know, so can't stay away from them for too long. This does come as a request, so as always, if you would like to request something, please leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to get to it. Alright, let's listen. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Nuclear Fusion, live. Here we go. Drum.
Thanks. That's the end.
That was awesome. I loved that one. Just the overall melody of it, the overall groove was just perfect. I love that bass line. Ooh, that bass line was smooth. It was sick. Just a great time. The drummers, they got some really cool fills in there. Guitar work was on point. Little harmonica, little keyboard in there. I loved like the little ditty that Stu McKenzie does, kind of between like verses and the chorus there. I think this song really did it for me, and I'm really excited to listen to it again after this. So anyway, let's break it down. Let's talk about each part. We're going to start, of course, with the lyrics. So, a little bit of information here as a sidebar. From one commenter says, a song about a hive mind of beings stuck together via nuclear fusion. The 8th track of Flying Microtonal Banana. That's a great name for an album. Since the theme of the album is the negative consequences on Earth of humans' actions, this song could also refer to impact of nuclear war and nuclear weapons. You know, they like to write about humans and how they negatively impact Earth. So anyway, you have the intro, nuclear fusion, but he was like nuclear fusion, which was kind of funny. I thought it was cool, and the rest of the band was laughing along with me, so I thought that was really funny. But then verse 1, look into the sky and see the pattern reflecting in your eye from a distance. Mirroring the stars are the atoms mixing up like a cocktail. The devil's inside all the detail. The tittle runs wild under veil, coming together in the pattern, fit tightly like a dovetail. Nuclear fusion, all the bonds that be couldn't break us. Exponentially in fine feather, we're essentially one being. All the bonds that be couldn't tear us from eventually fusing tightly. We're essentially one being, nuclear fusion. So yeah, I mean, I think the commenter at the beginning kind of got the meaning right. It definitely does sound like a bunch of people who were fused together by this, nuclear fusion, this nuclear waste or matter or what have you. Fuse them all together, which I think is pretty cool. Pretty cool concept. It reminds me of like a Fallout game or something. Or even like, no spoilers, but there's a scene in The Last of Us 2 where there's like this big old zombie thing, and it's like a mishmash of other zombies just like attached to this one being. It's really sickening and fucking hard to beat too. That reminds me of that. Just really grotesque, disgusting. There's also a creature in D&D that reminds me of it, like it's called a Sibriex, where it's like you see all these like demon faces and stuff in it, but it's like this mass of flesh. It's disgusting, but also I think to me it's a very apt way to compare this and to think about it. So just to me really cool, like I said. Anyway, moving on to verse 2, ocean like a moat fortification, separating me from restoration. My spirit leaves my body in frustration, flying through the world in radiation. The devil's inside all the detail, the tittle runs wild under veil. Coming together in the pattern, fit tightly like a dovetail. Nuclear fusion, all the bonds that couldn't break us. Exponentially in fine feather, we're essentially one being. All the bonds that be couldn't tear us from eventually fusing tightly. We're essentially one being. Nuclear fusion. All that I ever see is nuclear fusion. All that I ever hear is nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion. So yeah, I could definitely see this being sort of like an atom bomb dropping. And of course, if you're not killed in the impact and the explosion and the radiation is what's going to get you. And again, very reminiscent of like a Fallout game where radiation might deform some people, but it turns other people into just like walking monstrosities, basically, right? So I just think it's a cool concept. It's a cool idea. Not cool that it would ever happen in real life, but just like a cool concept from a music writing standpoint. I enjoyed the lyrics. I thought they really worked for the song. I give it 2 thumbs up. As far as the instrumentation goes, there was a lot to really enjoy here. That bass line, that groove from the bassist throughout, fantastic. I really loved that. The drum work was excellent. I know we had 2 drummers here, but some of the licks some of the drum fills they were throwing down throughout the song, fantastic. Really provided a nice energy and a punch when you really needed one. Really enjoyed, the guitar work throughout. I think the guitar work was really good, kind of kept a very nice melody throughout the song. Just overall, the groove of the song, the melody of the song from start to finish was just very enjoyable. I could easily jam out to it, listen to it, just really enjoy it and appreciate it for what it was, which is just a well-composed, fun song to listen to. Vocally, it was really funny, the very beginning with the nuclear fusion. That was really cool and interesting and weird, and I put a smile on my face from the moment the song began, which I think is definitely a good way to start it. But also Stu McKenzie sounds great here. I think the way he sings the song really plays well with what they did instrumentally. Again, like the little ditties he throws in there where he's not really singing words, he's just making sounds with his mouth, right? That sounded cool too. I think it was just a nice little break from the lyricism, and it really played well with the instrumentation. So overall, man, this one sounded fantastic. A little bit of harmonica in there. I was hoping we get a little bit of keyboard here and there. It was just a really well-composed, fun song to listen to from start to finish. I give it 2 thumbs up there as well. As far as replay value goes, I definitely want to hear this one again, which I'll probably do so once I'm done recording today. So that was just a really fun one. A lot of good energy, and I can't wait to have it on my playlist and listen to it right next to all the other King Gizzard songs I've been listening to for the last few months since I really started doing their videos and their music. So very excited for this one to hear it again over and over. So 2 thumbs up across the board. Really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for whoever requested this one. This was a really good one. I like this one a lot. This is up there for me as far as King Giz material goes so far. So thank you again. As always, if you would like to make a request, please leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to get to it. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, definitely go support the artist. Go listen to their music wherever you can. One place you can definitely find plenty of King Gizzard at this point is going to be in my Spotify playlist. It's in the description below, has every single song I've heard so far on my channel. And if you want to support me, all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.